Zapdos, one of the 3 legendary Kanto birds, is slated to come back in Pokemon Home. Out of all 3 birds, it has been an absolute staple in the competitive OU tier for such a long time due to its move pool, static ability, and good typing, something Moltres can honestly learn from. Zapdos got one big nerf in Generation 9, and that is its loss to Defog. Defog, in case you don't know, is a hazard removal tool that eliminates all hazards on both sides and lowers the evasion. And Defog was really good in getting rid of hazards on your side and allowing other Pokemon from your team to thrive. However, at least in my opinion, Goldango has been a staple in the Generation 9, with one reason being to its good as gold ability. So in all honesty, losing this move isn't as bad compared to other Pokemon and their nerfed movesets. Zapdos will be such an easy fit onto most teams, whether you want to run it besides rain teams or by its individual self. It's probably going to be one of the most, if not the most, flexible Pokemon coming from Pokemon Home. Even though it just lost Defog, as I mentioned before, it has other good or excellent utility move, and that is of Thunder Wave, which allows it to paralyze Pokemon and slow down their speed. So really, you just replace Defog with Thunder Wave and utility Zapdos is pretty much mostly back to normal. Zapdos' amazing typing allows it to only have 2 weaknesses of Rock and Ice, which can be pretty manageable on this Pokemon if the team is built correctly. With pretty good defenses, Zapdos also preferred to be a physical wall and punish users with its hidden ability of Static. Zapdos has also been ahead of its time for the most part, as it boasts a powerful 125 special attack stat, so it can fire off pretty strong moves in return. With hazards being more prevalent as of this moment, running heavy duty boots on Zapdos will be even stronger because it allows it to avoid those stealth rock weaknesses and really keep its HP and be a really crucial defensive chess piece on your side. Zapdos will also be an excellent switch into Great Tusk, Meowscarada, Quaquaval, Roaring Moon, Cerulege, and not to mention a countless other home Pokemon and probably other Pokemon I failed to mention. Especially into Great Tusk, because while the knockoff is pretty powerful, unlike Landorus Therian, it is weak to Hurricane with an awful special defense, so depending on the situation and whether you want to take your chance with the 70% accuracy move, taking a knockoff might be worth it in getting rid of Great Tusk. Especially since Zapdos still has its iconic recovery move, and that is a Roost, which lets it heal back HP, so even if it gets rid of its heavy duty boots and it still has rocks on its side, you could still get rid of rocks and have Roost as another option to heal its HP. If you're just talking about fearing a Pokemon though, Garganacl is definitely one not to be overlooked, with it being a defensive bulky rock type with Salt Cure. Baxcalibur as well poses a threat with its Choice Band set raging throughout the tier, so that is also another Pokemon to be on the lookout. Choice Band and Ice Shard can do a number onto Zapdos and will have to be carefully maneuvered around when facing one. Even still though, those 2 really are the only outliers in this tier, and the ability and bulk of Zapdos are just still amazing and not to be underestimated. And sure, you could terrestrialize this Pokemon, but if Zapdos is looking to be a utility game changer with the set of Roost, Volt Switch, Heat Wave, or Hurricane and Thunder Wave, the need to terrestrialize and give up some of those resistances and take on more common weaknesses isn't just worth it. But with this being the most optimal set, it is just poised to be making a punishing move towards non-ground type moves with its Thunder Wave and other physical wall breakers in the tier as well. Moving on, Zapdos can also find itself as a punishing fast special attacker, and I see that continuing in this generation more so than ever since it doesn't have Defog, so these sets could really pick up. The electrifying bird currently as it stands can also hit 18 Pokemon in the OU tier for super effective damage, which is really good. In the past, Zapdos has to run the Weather Ball for additional water coverage underneath the rain, but now with the power of terrestrialization, it doesn't really have to rely on rain to have additional coverage. So theoretically, it doesn't have to be underneath the rain if it doesn't want to, but if you really want to be more threatening, being under rain is really recommended. So now it could really just tear to water or any other type for additional coverage alongside Hurricane, Thunder, and Roost. And Hurricane and Thunder are definitely boosted underneath rain for no accuracy checks, so rain is really recommended, as I just said before. I really do see this set really being good, if not better, in Generation 9, especially since terrestrialization is a thing, and it can change its types to whatever, so the coverage move could really change depending on the day. Garganacl on switch could face a ton of damage with the Terra Blast water coming in its way, and then Zapdos could actually just safely switch out into any other Pokemon to deal with the rest of it. The choice is really yours, and the meta is probably resetting with the release of Pokemon Home, so Greninja, Walking Wake, Zapdos, Basculegion will be great rain abusers underneath Pelipper, and rain will definitely see a heavy increase in the days to come. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Zapdos coming soon to competitive, and if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more competitive content and watch these competitive videos over here as well.